Hello again, BIO100, and welcome to the lab portion of our Analyzing Scientific Literature module. So in the lab portion for this week, we are doing three different things. The first thing we're doing is taking a lab quiz, and just like we've been doing throughout the semester, this quiz is in regards to the previous module that we did. The previous module that we did, if you recall, was focusing on reading scientific literature, and in particular, the lab activity that we did was writing that missing abstract for the paper. And so what we're doing this week is giving you a chance to review the feedback that I gave you for that assignment, and maybe noting where I indicated you could improve even further. And so what we're doing for the quiz this week, because writing is this continuous process where you turn in a draft, you get feedback, you make changes and improve it from there. That's what we're going to do for the lab quiz this week, is give you a chance to reflect on what could be improved on your draft or your final version of your abstract that you submitted even further. What you can improve even further, and then make one change and use that change to answer the questions for the quiz. So that's the first thing we're doing. And then we're doing two different other activities for the lab portion this week. As I noted in the module intro video, this week's a little bit different in that the workload is divided a little bit more evenly between the lecture portion and the lab portion. So in addition to that lab quiz, we are going to get practice writing and creating several different types of summaries for scientific papers. So again, we've already talked about and practiced writing that first abstract of a scientific paper, which is a summary. And one of the other types of summaries we're doing this week for our second main lab activity is writing a summary for a lay audience. So lay audience are people who are not scientists. This is a really important skill for scientists to be able to explain their research or their study to other people who are non-scientists. And so all the instructions are in the module, but the kicker here is that we're going to ask you to only use words that are very common in the English language. So there's a website that I have linked for you in the assignment instructions. So you're going to write your summary addressing the different listed criteria, and then you're going to test that summary to see if there are any words that you used that are not common. If so, you're going to need to adjust from there to change the way that you're saying things so you're only using common words that non-scientists will be able to understand. Yes, I know this is difficult. This is meant to be a fun activity, so don't stress about it. It's hopefully fun to do something a little bit different, explain science in a different way. So just be creative, do your best, and have fun with it. The other summary that we're going to do this week for the lab module is to get a little bit artistic. So we've been doing a lot of writing the past couple weeks. This is a chance for you to use that different part of your brain, and the summary we're going to do is called a graphical abstract and descriptive bullet points. So a graphical abstract is summarizing the paper just like the written abstract that we did, but instead of putting it in written paragraph form, you're going to create some sort of image or figure or cartoon that summarizes the paper. And there are examples provided for you. To be clear, I am not reviewing this assignment based on your artistic ability. Do not worry about that. I am not the greatest artist myself. But what we want you to do is you can either use PowerPoint. If you have a tablet or an iPad, you can draw using that. Lots of different options. That was my dog groaning, if you heard that. Lots of different options for you. And with that graphical abstract, you also want to make sure to include brief descriptive bullet points or highlights that are some short written versions that also describe what's in the paper. So those are the three main things we're doing for the lab portion of the module this week: a lab quiz, a lay summary, and a graphical abstract with descriptive bullet points. So as usual, go ahead and click through the module that's provided for you. Let me know if you have any questions and I will help how I can. And again, this module is hopefully a little bit fun change of pace. We've been doing a lot of writing. This is a chance for you to think a little bit more creatively. So do your best and have fun with it. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a good day.